Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into a brand new explainer, and let me tell you, this one is an absolute roller coaster. We're breaking down a massive Nollywood romantic drama that's just packed with intense class conflicts, ruthless corporate sabotage, and some seriously emotional character arcs. If you've been following the buzz around this recent hit, you already know we're in for a treat as we untangle exactly how a sweet, simple romance spirals into a total mess of jealousy and boardroom politics. Let's get right into it. Can love actually survive the ultimate class divide? That right there is the absolute core of our source material today. We're looking at a high-stakes clash between vast generational wealth on one side and raw, authentic affection on the other. Throughout this whole story, we're constantly forced to ask ourselves, can a genuine connection actually withstand the crushing weight of family expectations, societal judgment, and intense corporate scrutiny? It's the big question that keeps us completely hooked from the very first scene.
Worlds collide. Okay, let's dive into this, because every great drama needs a foundation built on contrasting realities.
And we get that massive divide established right out of the gate. On one side, we've got Chidera. He's the wealthy managing director of Peace Play Development Group. His entire life is defined by sharp corporate suits, demanding investors, and the sheer pressure of his family's legacy in the bustling city of Enugu. Then, on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have Amarachi. She's living this humble, hardworking life as a roadside fruit seller in the rural Umuagu village. But here's the thing. She's not just a fruit seller. She has these deep, driving ambitions to get back to nursing school. These two are literally worlds apart.
But what's really fun is how the story uses humor to bridge that giant gap. This is like the ultimate meet-cute. So Chidera is visiting Umuagu for a road project, right? And a goat, yes, a literal goat, ruins his wildly expensive shoes. Amarachi actually charges him money to clean them. She has absolutely zero idea he's a billionaire, and honestly, even if she did, she wouldn't care. She tells him, "I just knew you were the annoying man who couldn't defeat a goat." I mean, come on, that is gold. Her raw authenticity and just total refusal to be intimidated completely disarms this high-powered executive.
Building the romance. Away from the crazy boardroom, we start to see this relationship blossom incredibly organically.
But Chidera's peaceful escape doesn't last long, which brings us to a very important number, 7. This represents Vanessa, a super powerful, highly connected woman who has worked right alongside Chidera for 7 years at his company. Enter the classic jealous rival trope. Vanessa basically feels that her loyalty, their shared corporate background, and her 7 whole years of dedication mean she's entitled to Chidera's affection. So, when she realizes he's falling for a village girl, yeah, the weight of those corporate and social expectations comes crashing down hard. Let's move to the timeline and see how this builds, because things escalate incredibly fast. Day 1, we have the lighthearted goat meet cute. Fast forward to week 2, and poor Amarachi is enduring this excruciatingly awkward hostile dinner at the Okafor mansion. By week 3, the jealousy turns into outright action. Vanessa launches a full-blown corporate background check on Amarachi. And then, week 4, private photos from Umuagu are leaked. The story just brilliantly hits the gas pedal, taking us from a quiet, sweet romance straight into intense, targeted sabotage.
Sabotage and jealousy. Mrs. Okafor and Vanessa decide to team up.
They view Amarachi as a massive threat to their elite little world. Just look at the specific ammunition they dig up against her. The background check reveals her late father's severe debt, which, by the way, is the heartbreaking reason she was withdrawn from nursing school in the first place. Plus, her history of working as a cleaner just to survive. Vanessa and Mrs. Okafor want to use this to humiliate Amarachi and prove she somehow doesn't belong. But honestly, it really only highlights their own harsh class prejudice. There is absolutely no shame in honest work or surviving hardship, right? Yet, inside their pristine elite bubble, this is seen as a totally disqualifying scandal. But contrast all that hostility with how Chidera actually handles things. He tries to genuinely support her. When his company funds an education scholarship program in her village, he doesn't just, hand her a check. He asks her to help design the program. He literally tells her, "Every time you talked about the children here, I listened." He respects her mind. He respects her judgment. It is such a beautiful counter-narrative to his family's constant attempts to belittle her.
The corporate scandal. Suddenly, this private romance violently crashes into Chidera's public, high-stakes corporate responsibilities. The narrative here pivots into a full-blown mystery thriller. Photographs of Chidera and Amarachi together in the village are maliciously leaked to the press and to the company's investors. Now everybody is asking,
Who leaked the Umuagu photos? The internet is absolutely buzzing with headlines calling her a gold digger, and that safe little haven they built together completely shattered.
The fallout at Peace Play Development Group is massive. Investors are furiously demanding answers. The saboteur is actively trying to frame this entire relationship as corporate corruption, whispering that Chidera's private life is inappropriately influencing his business decisions on the road project. But here's the kicker. Rather than backing down and tossing the relationship aside to save his company, Chidera actually doubles down. He vows to expose the internal leaker, setting the stage for an absolute internal corporate war.
The cliffhanger ending. The emotional weight of all this public scrutiny finally takes its toll.
This brings us to a truly devastating breaking point for Amarachi. She tells him, "Before I met you, I was just Amarachi. Now I'm the village girl dating the rich man. I think we should stop seeing each other." It explores such a universal theme, doesn't it? That deep fear of losing your own identity and becoming entirely defined by your partner's overwhelming world. Despite how much Chidera loves her, Amarachi flat out refuses to be reduced to a scandalous headline or some charity case in his family's eyes.
So the crucial point here is this final, massive narrative twist. Right as her relationship is falling apart, Amarachi receives a genuinely life-changing opportunity. She gets an unexpected offer that could finally allow her to return to nursing school, her ultimate dream. But as with all great drama, it comes with a really heavy geographic cost. Accepting this offer means she has to pack up and leave Umugwagu completely, stepping away from everything she knows, including Chidera. And that leaves us with an incredibly provocative question to chew on. Should Amarachi stay and fight for the man she loves against a world that utterly despises her? Or should she walk away to finally pursue her own dream of becoming a nurse? It is a masterful piece of unresolved tension that forces us to really think about the ultimate cost of love and personal ambition. What would you do in her shoes? Think about it. That's a wrap on today's Explainer, but we'll catch you next time as we continue to unpack the most fascinating stories out there.